Wildcats, welcome back to another Cat Chat with Brad Welburn. I am LC Sports Information Director. We're talking softball again. It's been a couple weeks. Schedules have been crazy. It's just been weird with travel and weather and stuff like that. But we're back, and as you can see, we got a couple of guests here for the softball show. We got, of course, Coach Roberts back to the table, and Shelby's here. Shelby Bergeron is here, fresh off of a record-breaking night against Centenary earlier this week. We'll talk about that in a second. But first, Coach, I want to get your thoughts on a couple things. It's been a while since we talked. A lot of games have been played, but you guys, after a tough Friday, Saturday there against ETBU, have really kind of maybe turned the corner a little bit. We won 6 in a row now. A sweep of Dallas, which was very big here. So talk about that. Even though it seems like every day somebody else is going to the bench with some kind of injury and out for a day or two. So
the injury bug is hitting us a little bit, and then most of them are not major injuries. Right. Obviously, Caitlin's was, but a lot of this is just kind of resting people as we go through the mid-season grind. You start to have sore knees and sore arms and that kind of thing, and trying to rest some kids. But talking about the series at ETBU, I really thought that first day, that was probably 2 of the best games we played all year. Yeah. We got in there and battled the number 6 team in the nation toe-to-toe, and I think they kind of knew that we had stood our own there, and the kids did real well and responded. And then we came back with a huge sweep of a very good UT Dallas team, and continued that into last night with Centenary, picking up 2 wins there.
Yeah, I think you talked about that especially that first game against ETBU. I think that really opened a lot of people's eyes to just how good maybe Sarah is going to be this year.
That was their best and our best, and in the 6th inning they scrapped across 1 run and beat us 1-0, and
sometimes
I think we could do that again, and it might be our run.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think our kids realize that.
Yeah. So, like I said, 6 wins in a row, 2 over Centenary earlier this week. And Shelby, you were one of the ones that actually missed some time too with the injury before the Howard Payne series. So you missed a few days. If you've seen the Twitter video or picture, you know what we're talking about. But talk about the season from your perspective. Obviously, a senior, one of the leaders of the team, the leadoff spot as well most of the time. So talk about what you have experienced this year from your side.
Well, the beginning, it was kind of us overcoming a lot of obstacles like trials, tribulations. It's not something that the senior class is new to, not the junior class, because we've been through the coaching changes that's happened. And I think we just wanted to hold the girls, just make it more of like a team thing this year and not necessarily rely on a coach, which Coach Roberts came in and did a phenomenal job, because I think that he holds us accountable so well. But I think that just from the beginning, the girls were trying to do a really good job of just holding each other accountable and just kind of playing the best that we can for each other. Right. And I think that that's really made a difference. And you can see just whenever people get injured throughout the season, people stepping up, stepping into other roles just flawlessly. And I think that that's really encouraging. So from not having super high expectations, I think that they've done just a phenomenal job this season so far.
We'll talk about your deal. Breaking the school record for steals against Centenary, 80 now and counting. 77 was the record. You stole 3 bases on Tuesday. So, I guess what does that mean to you to be now? You're the most prolific base stealer, at least for now.
For now. Because I think I've said this time and time again. I think that just the younger girls that are on our team do a really good job of continuously improving our program. And you see that with Sammy Walters. You see it with Briley Johnston. And I told her yesterday, I said, Briley needs to come right behind me, right after me, and break that again. And I know she will. She's very capable. They're all very capable, so it's really encouraging. It seems cool for me. Sure, it is. But I think it's really cool that we know that in the future years to come, we have these girls that are just going to step into their roles. And it won't even be like I'm gone, because they're just in there to fill in the spots, and they're going to do a great job doing that.
It was definitely a lot of fun. A little ceremony out there. You got the base. Did everybody at least sign it?
No.
You needed to get the people to sign it.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to do
and
that.
Put it on your wall and say, look at what I did.
Well, I don't even know. What do you do with the base? Like, where do you put it?
Yeah,
what do you do with
frame it? I don't know. We can figure something out, right?
For sure.
But real quick, Coach, I want to talk a little bit about this upcoming series. You guys traveling to Ozarks. 3 more games there before back here on next Monday against Hendrix. Still important games. Like we jumped up big time there with the sweep of Dallas, and got to just kind of keep that rolling.
I know these kids start to think this is cliche, and I say it too much, but the importance of these 3 games are off the chain. I really hadn't talked to them about this yet. I plan to do that today. If we can go into Ozarks and sweep, we would be in second place in the conference. And if you see the way our conference tournament is set up, you need to be first or second, especially with a lack of pitching depth. You need to be first or second, because that cuts like 4 or 5 games that you have to play to win it out of it. So I try not to put a lot of pressure on them, but I also try to help them understand the importance of keeping your mental edge, keeping your focus, keeping your concentration, and keep driving along. And, and I talked to them last night. I kind of thought we'd lost that last night. We cruised through game 1, and I think we just thought, well, we'll just keep cruising. And, we tore it around there against a pretty good softball team, and had to squeak one out that we, other than a mistake, base running mistake that they made, we may still be playing. So, we got to maintain that intensity and that focus and that concentration going in here to Ozarks. It is a series we can sweep, but it's also a series that can drop us back to where we're scrapping and clawing to even get in the tournament. So we can go from second to last in a hurry. And we need to have that mentality and that understanding going in there, and don't take it lightly, and get in there and win big, and get our pitchers some run support, and try to get ourselves back in a good position.
Absolutely. All right, folks. Well, there you have it. Great set of things coming up here. It's been a lot of fun. 6 games winning streak. Feel like got a little some momentum building here. So we'll see if we can continue that this weekend. Stream and all the links for stats and everything will be up on our website, courtesy of the folks over in Arkansas. So be sure to check that out as well, and then set your calendars for next Monday. Doubleheader back here at Wildcat Park, so you can watch the Wildcats and Shelby and all the other crew do their thing. Coach, thanks for coming by. Shelby, thanks for stopping in. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next week. Brad Weldon with Cat Chat.